And the visitors making an immediate taking a look here at some of the numbers for Jamal Murray.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Devontae Graham is out there with Bridges. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Vanderbilt in at power forward. They've got Jamal Murray. Towns is out there with Howard. Then there's Miles Bridges. And it's Barton in at the 2-guard spot. Towns, the pass to Bridges. Kicks it to Murray. They double him with Adebayo. Bridges, no one around him. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to San Antonio. Bridges against Bridges. And it's blocked. Outside, Towns. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Towns.
I guess Towns got a little bit of point guard in him. The big fella with a beautiful dime right there.
Shaq, back in the day, you drew double teams. You made the defense pay by setting up your teammates with terrific passing. Which bigs now do you see following in your footsteps, in those footsteps?
You know, my Ben Simmons, former LSU guy, when he gets aggressive in the paint, they double. He definitely looks for his players. Listen, LeBron James is the best passer among non-guards. Anthony Davis, Karl Anthony Towns, Joel Embiid. Look, you got to use the others if you want to get to that next level.
2 on the clock. Murray for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Barton against Bridges. Here's Graham. That one wide left.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Jack, if you were a GM, what would be your keys to building a great team? We know you're a part owner. What if you were the GM making personnel decisions?
Well, first you need stars, and then you got to, get some players through free agency. Then you got to trade, and then you got to work that draft. As far as culture, you just want players who are hungry and team first. It's all about winning.
It's a good formula to have to be successful.
Now here's Murray. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42.
Nice to see Murray take it strong to the rack. Pretty good finisher he is inside.
Graham finds Bridges. Back to Graham. Over Murray. Graham with the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's Bridges. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
And here is Graham after Miles Bridges getting his shot to go from deep. Graham kicks to Middleton. Ring shot on the way. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
34 seconds left to play here in the first. Towns dishes to Murray. Back to Towns. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Now Middleton is coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Takes a shot at the elbow. No good off the back of the rim. And we reached the end of the first quarter. They lead by 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
So on the floor for Denver, they've got Chris Middleton. Bridges out there with Devontae Graham. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4-man position. So many outstanding players in the league today, perhaps dizzying for the casual fan. Shaq, any up-and-coming players that they should take note of? If fans were asking you, who should I keep my eye on, what would you tell them?
Well, Greg played with his father. I played against him in some tough battles. Well, the older him, because the younger Sabonis was a monster. But Domantas Sabonis, he's a nightly double-double, great skill, strong in equal measure. Don't forget about Pascal Siakam.
Rock'em Siakam.
Rock'em Siakam. And Brandon Ingram. He's really coming on with this fresh new start.
Denver shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, they've taken a huge step forward at the free throw line this season, especially when you compare it to last season. They're a completely different team in that area.
Now here's Murray. He's got 9. Pass to Towns. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Denver trails by 5. Shaq, we're seeing former players becoming NBA owners like Michael Jordan and Magic and Grant Hill. And Shaq, you've joined that list. What's that experience been like so far for you?
You know, it's just another way for us to connect with the league. We're still trying to grow the game. This game has done a lot for us. We want to continue to grow it as the years go on. And it's nice to be invested in growth.
And how much of your time do you invest in the ownership?
I wish I invested more time, but I've made the conscious decision that I don't want to be a coach or a general manager.
The conscious decision.
Yeah, because I get into it. I'm old school, and this is a different generation, and certain things I don't allow, I would probably get upset. I would be one of those general managers that you see in the tunnel with his arms folded, not smiling at all. But you're up by 20, I don't care. Not happy. So I'm an absentee owner, that's what they call me.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Barton finds Howard. Bounce pass from Bridges. Here's Towns. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got his 6th rebound on the night. Puts it up for Adebayo. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
Here's Murray. Sweet little floater. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Always adding some levity to the mix. Shaquille O'Neal, thank you for stopping by. That headset is available for you whenever you want.
Kevin, I just want to say thank you very much. It's been great. Greg, I love you.
I love you too. I'm the big Aristotle.
I'm at a loss for words. I hate that.
No, that's okay, Shaq.
No, I just hate that.
Right.
I hate that I have to leave right now.
Give me a tissue. Give me a tissue.
It's
okay, big fella. It's okay.
I don't want to go back upstairs with Ernie and Kenny.
Oh,
Not
well,
yet.
yeah,
I want to stay here with you
blame
guys.
Give me a tissue.
Thanks.
And Clark, it hasn't taken Shaq much time, has it, to go from being a superstar on the court to a force with our broadcast here courtside.
Well, I tell you what, Shaq's one of those guys who just hits the ground running. He's a phenomenon in terms of personality, branding, business, excellence at every level. And he was an all-star starter as a rookie. That talks about his ability to get going fast. So he adapted to the broadcast booth just the same way.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Bridges finds Towns. 12 seconds left now here in the second. Jacks up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Towns has got 5 now.
Karl Anthony Towns can stroke it from deep. Didn't take long for him to establish himself as one of the best three-point shooting big.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... And now back in the fold after his in-game analysis, which could be described. And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got Will Barton. Howard is out there with Towns. Then there's Murray. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category, and a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And for Denver, they've got Adebayo. Ante Graham is out there with Bridges. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Vanderbilt in at the power forward position. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Miles Bridges. Then there's Howard. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the 1 spot. And for the Nuggets, Bridges out there with Devontae Graham. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4. Here's Bridges. Can't hit that one. And Denver the other way now. Howard. The layup off target.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Graham against Murray. Got just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Towns is doubled. High post Howard. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 5. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Here's Graham looking to get back on track here. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
Deflects the pass. Bridges with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Yes! And the foul. It's going to go on Will Barton.
That is not a simple finish by any means. Adebayo had to keep his focus, makes the D think twice about getting physical with him.
48% from the field. Not bad at all. Murray, the pass to Bridges. Now here's Barton, defended by Bridges. To the inside, Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Now you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
And the pass to Middleton. The 15-footer, a tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Middleton's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Here's Towns, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills, too.
Oh,
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
In the corner, it's Bridges. The offensive rebound. And it's slammed in by Howard.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
Graham surveying the floor. Bridges shot. Good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Barton outside. 32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Down low. Here's Murray. Off target at the rim.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Shot from 12. It's deflected, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Pass to Towns. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on Coach Mike Malone.
Stops and run. Stop.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Towns is out there with Howard. Then there's Murray. Then there's Miles Bridges. And it's Barton in at the 2.
After hitting 1-3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover. And 43% from the floor. To the inside, Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Bring him against Murray. And it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Bridges. That shot no good. Good D by Howard. Middleton against Bridges. Passes it to Howard. He can't get it to go. Denver shooting reasonably well, 45%. Bridges kicks to Graham. The feed now to Middleton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Middleton's got it all tied up now for Denver.
Man, I tell you what, Middleton does a nice job using his length inside. You know, when he gets in a good spot, he's a high percentage shooter from there.
Towns, no luck.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Pass to Howard. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Bridges. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Towns wide open. No good on the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Persistence pays for Middleton, commanding the ball and really demonstrating why his teammates trust him in these moments.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself, But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And there it is for him.
Patience is a virtue. And Chris Middleton, virtuous.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Towns. Back to Murray. For three, Bridges. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
No hesitation from Bridges there. He knows exactly when he should look to shoot it off the cap.
Middleton against Bridges. Here's Middleton. Shot clock at 5. What's your take, guys?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Here's Barton. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building.